Good conversation. Section 8. I don't know if anybody's ever thought about that, but go down to the housing office where you live and get a list of Section 8 landlords.
Go section8.com.
Okay. Go Section 8 or Section 8?
Go.
Go Section 8. I haven't heard that one.
Yeah, you'll find me on there.
Okay.
But that's like a government-run website, actually.
So, but the point there is, who's your Section 8 landlords? At some point, they were a buyer, right? So, you might go and talk to them and find out if they're looking to buy any more houses. Now, some landlords aren't like Joe and Joan. They still want to buy at wholesale prices. But some landlords will pay 80%, 85%, maybe more. I've seen one advertise 90%. Okay, those are good people to get a hold of, by the way, for the new folks. If you find a buyer,
cash flow.
If you find a buyer that says they'll buy at 85, 90 cents on the dollar, either they are missing something, or they know that they're in it for the long-term cash flow on that property, and they don't care about how much equity they have in it to start with. It could be a deal that has a super low interest rate, and it's in a great market, and they can rent it, have a list, and wait for them to rent that property. So think about that. Those kind of buyers are hard to come by, and definitely ones you want to keep a hold of if you can find them. So, but Section 8 list is a great way to go find a bunch of buyers, especially for those in a particular area where you may have a house. Okay, I'm going to move number 17 down to the bottom with number 4 as well. Other investor email list. How many times do you get an email that they forgot to blind copy people and they just sent the email to 500 names in the to list? You know what I'm talking about,
yes.
Right? Okay. So if that list is coming to you, or that email is coming to you advertising a house for sale, what's that tell you about the names on the list? Those are investors, aren't they? Okay? Now, it's a little bit hard and time consuming if you get a big email like that, but you'd have to go back and respond to each one of those email addresses and find out what kind of buyer they are and are they even active. I mean, it could be one of those people that I found 10 years ago and is no longer in the business, but you won't know that until you contact them. But that's a great place to go find or go build that buyer's list, but it takes a little time for you to contact each one of those buyers and find out what they're looking for. But watch the emails. Mark my words, somebody's going to blast out an email that they forgot to blind copy everybody on it, and they've sent it to the entire world. And I had an investor that I know do that to me here recently, only she was sending out an email about her other business, so I didn't have a clue who else was on that to line. I was not pleased, and I told her that. Because I get way too much spam. I get probably 300 emails a day, 200 to 300 on average. I don't have time for a bunch of crap that I didn't ask for just because some other investor didn't pay attention to what they were doing. So you do have to be careful with that. You need to be careful with it, making sure that you're not sharing other people's email addresses with other people that don't approve of it, and you should use that blind copy on your email.
Why would one come spam? Because yours comes spam to me.
What's that?
Your website comes spam to me.
My website. I don't know what you mean.
Or your emails come through spam to my email. How does that happen?
Have you saved my address?
If you send
I
BCC,
did, just recently.
That should stop that.
Okay.
What were you saying, John?
when you send BCC, that is typically flagged as spam.
Oh,
On
no,
a lot of
I didn't know
systems,
that.
yes. Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I ended up moving to a system that sends individual emails in the to line to every single person on your list.
Yeah. And actually, that's a good point. I mean, those email tools are very valuable for that reason. Any of them, like eye contact, constant contact, the open road version of it, MailChimp is another one. But they are recognized bulk email tools so that the internet service providers of the world don't flag them as spam. And that's how you're able to send mass emails out.
They're whitelisted with all the ISPs.
So that's the benefit of having that type of a tool. Okay, your closing attorney and title companies. I did a deal recently, a wholesale deal, because I got a lead from a title company. And, you know, you need to sit down and talk to your title closer and let them know what you're looking for, and to please keep you in mind. And if they've got an investor that needs help, they may be able to put you in touch with somebody that that may become a buyer of yours in the future. So, and if you use an attorney, same thing. Keep them posted on what you're doing. And another one of my ideas was with your power team. You know, you will need to have your power team built, especially for the new folks. You know, your attorneys, your title companies, your lenders, if you're doing any kind of retail stuff, your other investors you're working with, but you want to let your power team know what it is you're looking for, and if they know of any buyers, to keep you in mind and help you build your buyers list. So you want to talk to those people, make sure they know what it is you're doing, so they know who to send you. Here's my comment about the MLS, searching on rehabs, remodels, renovated, and rehab, those kind of keywords. They will bring up your cash buyers in MLS. How many people have access to MLS?
Through realtors, not direct.
Right. Okay. Searching public records for buyers and lenders. I've not actually gone out and done that. I understand though, and Justin, I think he's done it from some of things, but you can actually go out there into your tax rolls and somehow search on keywords looking for those cash buyers. I don't worry about that type of search, because that's where my cash buyers comes from, is through Open Road. Open Road has a contract with the county records evidently, and they go pull that data of all of the homes that have sold with no mortgage on them. And they push that to me for Dallas and Tarrant County. I think it's like, the total is like, between the two counties, is like 8,000 or 9,000 names right now. Tarrant County alone, which is what I'm interested in, is over 4,000 names. So that's what I'm getting ready to do, is start marketing to that cash buyer.
FreedomSoft does the same, and I validated them. Because we were talking about MLS cash buyers, because we've been marketing to those for years. We'll go and do searches because that's one of the criteria in MLS, is how the house sold, and if it sold cash, and we've got a property, we'll typically go send 100 postcards to the surrounding area, anybody that's bought cash. And so we validated that, like in FreedomSoft, you can do the same thing, and it's all in there, and they've got agreements with the tax records, and it's easy because it'll just spit it out into a CSV file, and then you can just send it to all those people.
Yep, that's exactly what ours is. It's in a CSV format.
Yep.
You can do that in any area also.
Oh, yeah, you can do
go to
nationwide.
others. Yeah, nationwide.
Okay. Yeah, I can't do nationwide. I just do 2 local counties. So 22, I think, is a duplication here. We've talked about that quite a bit. 23, it looks like I got a duplication. 24, direct mail postcards. You know, you can take those, all those cash buyers that we've been talking about locating. You can go and do a postcard to them. You can do a letter to them. I particularly like